Hello, and welcome everybody to another late night Saturday stream. Tonight we are driving, and I decided something a little seasonal. Here we are, middle of December. Holidays are Christmas is right around the corner. Did Passover? No, it's not Passover. Passover's near Easter. Did Hanukkah already have? Hanukkah was a weird end of November this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was early.
Wow, cool. Um, but I decided, hey, let's do something a little sort of seasonally appropriate, uh, and deal with something in that was in my backlog as well at the same time. What I haven't used these buttons in a while. What I'm looking for? I'm looking for this one. Let's play a little SnowRunner. So now my understanding is that this is a game about. Okay, SnowRunner comes after Mud Runner, which comes after Spin Tires. And Spin Tires was a game about getting stuck in the mud, and that appears to basically still be the case. SnowRunner specifically, I have not played. I played this game like 5 minutes yesterday just to do the tutorial, and then I played a little more today to be like, okay, well, how do we get to the snow part of the SnowRunner game? There we go. That sound. Where do we get to the snow part? And the snow part is Alaska, and I had to play another 10 minutes after that to get there. I did play for a couple of hours though. And it's miserable. This game accurately gives you the experience of a slog through the mud and just being completely bogged down. Boggy Creek 2 : and the legend continues. But I kind of love it. The really crazy thing is that it's been reminding me of State of Decay 2, because it's just like, here's a big map, here are watchtowers that reveal a piece of the map. Stop me if you've heard this one before. But instead of like having to mow down hordes of zombies, you just need to be like, okay, well, here's a broken bridge. We need to get metal beams and wood planks to the bridge. And so you just take a truck and a trailer and you get the stuff and you bring it to the task. And it's like, oh, we are like, it's doing the like open world checklist thing of just do all the things, but the things are like making an interesting, like meaningful changes to the world. So it's just like, oh, there was a rock slide here. Let's clean up the rock slide. Suddenly this road is available. Oh, this bridge went down. You're almost in the tutorial they start you in Michigan, and it's just like, oh, Michigan just had a nasty flood, and we're dealing with the fallout of that. So you almost feel like a sort of volunteer, like hazard response person or something. I don't know if that feeling's gonna stay here in Alaska. Probably everybody needs something. We're here to help. This is so here in Alaska, all we have is our little scout truck, our pickup, and they call it a scout truck because it's just like, okay, you need to go and figure out what's going on, and then we'll come back with the real trucks for work later. Yeah, let's just, what do we got? And here we are. Welcome to Alaska, where it's nasty. This is a huge, like, this is like one of like a dozen maps as far as I can tell, and that's kind of ridiculous. And that's great. Here you can see our sort of watchtowers. We get there and it'll fill in all of the like collectibles and objectives in the circle around it. Which usually that's where we want to start. I don't know what a service hub is. We can get all the way down in over here. This is our garage. So this is like our operations center. And yeah, first thing we want to do is let's get over there. Probably gonna want to go like this way. Oh, you can see the trees. Okay, it looks like maybe that. And oh boy, kind of over there. But this has all the things I love in driving games. I need to manually turn the engine on. lights. We can enable all-wheel drive, but for now, we'll leave it off. Handbrake, and I love this. When you hold shift, it's kind of like putting the clutch in, and then you move the mouse to change the shifter into the different positions. I love this. I love this. And also automatic is just like a shifter position. And here we go. Now we cruising. God, okay, couple of other things actually. Like I said, I've been playing a little bit of this stuff today, but so here's a weird thing for a driving game to do. I did my best to get the wheel working with this. It doesn't like my wheel. Apparently, it's got issues with wheels in general. Works fine in the previous game from what I saw from some threads, so I might look into that. But generally speaking, the options are wheel, where it's direct input, or the sort of gamepad and keyboard and mouse is what they call positive input only, which means if I turn left and I let go, the wheels stay all the way left until acted on by physics. So just driving forward sort of forces the wheels straight again, or, you know, just manually turn them all the way back in. Because the way that this game handles, like, road deformation, it is all about getting thrown in different directions. All right. So this is my first time in Alaska for however much I played today. So I didn't do any work in the snow. I have okay, yeah, all right. Looks like I guessed pretty well at where the road was. I don't know what's up with this butt rock. I might want to mute it for various reasons, actually. Okay, now I need to get over there somewhere. All right, well, all right. Oh, actually, if you look at the road, you can see the yellow line. This is basically just frozen over asphalt. Okay. I did take some time, and I got some upgrades for my truck here. I got the raised suspension, so now we have tons of ground clearance. We got the that little stack coming out of the front is the air intake, so that way it won't flood if we have to drive through a river. I did put the Tiger sticker on the hood, and it says "Big and Dirty." That's how you know it's mine. But yeah, not any major. I found a lot of little upgrades, and I'm still not used to, like, there are sliding. There are like different categories of trucks that I don't quite understand the differences of yet. Okay, now we're going off-road. Okay, you see the problems here. That wheel just in mud. All right, first thing we try, all-wheel drive. Now every wheel gets power. Oh, yeah, there we go. Shoot, where do we want to go from here? Yeah, basically the way that I'm going. I want to go like here. I can just drag these. Yeah, okay. But like we are looking at the basically what the challenge of the game is like, okay, these roads are terrible. You're going to sink into them, and it's basically about sort of the decision points of this game are about what is going to be the ways to get out of whatever you get stuck in, you know? This truck is light enough, and the all-wheel drive is good enough that generally just turning on the all-wheel drive is pretty good. If you're really in trouble, you can drop it into low gear. If you're lucky, you can handle it in auto. And like I said, stop me if you've heard this one before. But now that we've reached the tower, you get your scenic swoop. And now when you look at the map, here's everything around the tower. God, that's a... Okay. Service hub, I do not know what that is. Containers in the river, so that's somebody's job for us. Bags on ice. Whoop. Okay, yeah. What is you? You're this? You know what? I don't think we know what it is because we haven't, like, been to it yet. Log station, fuel station, stuck in the mountains. I do want to know what bags on ice are. Let's go here, 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 here. Oh, this way. Let's see here. Can we not with this? Can we just not? Thank you. I'm here for the cold and for the engine. I will say this is maybe a little fantasy wish fulfillment because I love a good snowy day, and we have had snow maybe twice so far this year, this season. But today it's just rainy. You know, I would hope that being muddy or being frozen is actually going to keep the dirt from being muddy per se. So Alaska might actually be the easier place to traverse, all things considered. I did get the better off-road tires. That's one thing, one upgrade that's particularly meaningful. It's not just stickers or whatnot. Oh, tree. Oh. Yep, no. Okay, let's go into low gear. So low gear means basically the wheels will move slower when the engine is revving higher, and this is important for two reasons. One, the wheels moving slower means that you are less likely to like lose grip. They won't like slide out on a slick surface immediately. Like, you know, when you get stuck on ice and you touch the gas, and instead of moving, the wheels just you know, just like that. So low gear is to sort of avoid that. The second part of it is that so basically engines have different amount of power depending on how fast they're moving. Not the car, the engine itself. My guess is this is generally a matter of like momentum and like just like the sort of mechanics of things, where so basically when the engine is moving faster, you get more power, right? Because it's already up at speed, so it can, you know, handle. It has more kinetic energy at that point. I'm working off of some assumptions here, but roll with me for a minute. And so by dropping it into low gear, when you're moving slower but at the higher RPMs, you can actually sort of move the car. You know, you're moving slower, but you're able to sort of move the car harder. Like think about it as a matter of like, you know, a car going up a hill, and so if you're going at, you know, 5 miles an hour, but you're at low RPM, the engine might not be able to keep that 5 miles an hour. I'm talking about my car, which is basically a wind-up car, runs on 2 batteries. But if you're at like 10 miles an hour and at low RPM, then the low RPMs might not be able to keep that up, and the force of gravity will be stronger than the force of the engine. Whereas in low gear, same 10 miles an hour, but now you're at high RPM. The engine is producing more force at that speed, so you'll be able to actually accelerate because the power output of the engine is stronger than the force of gravity at that point. So higher RPMs means basically stronger output. I'm no Bill Nye, but I do use my hands. I'm Italian enough. Today is not my first day. Today is not my day. First, I get attacked by a bear while I was crossing the river, and then, when I escape, I realize I've lost all my cargo. They must be in the river. Can you go get them for me? Okay. Start tracking. We need to deliver 4 cements? Why was this dude just hauling cement? Oh god, and it's all around. I don't even know if we can carry, like, a single cement. Well, let's find this one. That's close enough. Gear, automatic instead of low gear. And let's get moving. We do have fuel concerns to worry about. Luckily, so here's the thing, like, fuel and repairs are free, which I think is a very telling design choice. Because it's not necessarily like a management game. It is it's almost like a platformer, but the challenge is not jumping, the challenge is getting stuck in the mud. And I can really vibe with that as like a design ethos, I guess. I don't know if that sounds too pretentious. I mean, also, this is the 3rd one of these games, so clearly they think very highly of, like that's the thing. If this game had, like, you just look at the, like, ground, morphing, demorphing. I'm stuck on demorphing. What's the word I'm looking for? But the way that the ground is modeling the, like, movement of ground particles and structure and all of that. Deformation. If you look at the ground deformation, like, that's where they put all this effort, and it's like everything else with, like, modeling, drivetrains and engine RPM power outputs and stuff like that, like, but then being this big map with towers that you climb and just going around and completing contracts, like, this game does feel to me a lot like ooh, I missed the shift. This game feels a lot like sort of right in between BeamNG, which you know I'm fond of, and State of Decay, which you might not know I'm fond of, but I've already considered how oh, excuse me, thank you. I've already considered how I would do a road trip stream in State of Decay. Okay. Yep. No. I've gone way off road. It's trying. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. But yeah, the cars don't deform. The ground deforms. That's how this game differs from BeamNG. Oh, come on, big man. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. That's the thing. Like, we're moving slowly, but that's because we're in low gear. Like, we're never going to move fast in low gear. Oh, I hit a tree. Okay, here's the other mechanic. Yep. I have a winch. And you can kind of just yank yourself in different directions. Okay, go around this tree. Yeah, like if I grab that tree back there, I can actually sort of just then release the winch, and we can go this way. Yeah, I know I'm having trouble. This is how it goes. Just because I'm not moving far doesn't mean I'm stuck. This ain't gonna work out. State of Decay is an amazing co-op game. Oh, am I gonna need, like... Oh, I might need a winch. Oh my god. I might need a winch. Oh, my back is full anyway. Okay. Here's where we get into this. Let's go to recover. And recover brings us all the way back to our garage. So from here, we have cement over here, cement over there. Stuck in the mountains. Okay, so also that's the other problem right now is we don't have a truck. Like, we have the little truck, but what if we had, like, a real truck? We have nowhere near enough money for a real truck. Yeah, no. Alright. Let's go... I guess that means we need to keep looking at Watchtower so we can find a truck to work with. I don't have to go back to Michigan, and I found a couple of trucks there. I'll have to go get one. But, okay. Hey, you know what? Good. Back to exploring. Oh, that looks like a pipeline. That's what I did with this truck. It's a very long trip. Well, you know, Michigan's right on the border, and Alaska's right on the border, so, you know, they must be right next to each other. That's logic. Let's just take this road all the way, and, see how that does us. The crazy thing is, I have not been able to find a, like, internal camera button yet. Lights. Which I don't know if I would want one, because the idea of, like, wheel placement and careful watching is a major necessity to play this game. But still, they let me hang the dice from the rearview mirror. You can kind of see them through the back here. Whoa, okay, ice. Yeah, like, I'm trying to figure out, like... Oh, that's a lot of ice. Oh, I kind of love it, actually. The slippery ride. This is, I don't know, a game I like to play. A meta game, if you will. But, like, trying to figure out what the sort of, like, intents of the developers were, of the designers. Because... like, we know that sort of, you know, between Euro Truck Sim and, like, Farm Sim, there are people who are heavy into the almost, like, dream career aspect of something like this. Of, like, oh no, we're doing trucker work. Like, this is for your fans of ice road truckers may enjoy, you know. But at the same time, like, there's so much, like, truck branding and enough like cosmetic options for trucks. And in a way, even just the structure of this game, you know, being this kind of open world Far Cry Ubisoft-esque game. Uh-oh, here's something in the road. What's the problem here? Local authorities need a driver. They've got a metal bridge that needs some serious renovations. You'll need to haul the necessary supplies out here so you can begin work. It looks good. What's the details? You just need metal beams. Great. I don't see a place to get metal beams yet. This seems like this is a very good road. I think this will be like a main turnpike once that bridge is complete. That being said, I don't know if I've explored enough to be able to get what I need. So we might actually have to roll back and sort of see if the bridge over here works. I assume there's a working bridge over here. Oh, I did that backwards. Nope, let's just clear the whole thing. Back, this way, go this way, then figure it out from there. But, you know, here's just an open world job that we can do that will have, like, functional benefits to our you know, completing other jobs. Alright. This is the content you come to me for, though, right? Is saying, like, alright, here's a smart thing we would do. And here's what I'm gonna do. So let's winch up here. That river doesn't look so deep. Oh, those are pointy rocks. I got a tall truck. Oh, the hill on the other side. No, it's a little shallow. Listen, this is what's happening. The squeamish may want to look away. Oh! Okay, come on. Let's get over. See, and I got that high air intake, so the engine's not going to flood with water. Yeah, yeah. Who said we need long routes? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Can I latch? Okay. Whoa, okay. You want to go that way. So something okay, handbrake. Something I really appreciate is they give you a lot of manual options. Like, if I go here, we can go to that one. That's what I really want. Now we're talking. And I will say it's nice that this task of the bridge you can complete from either side. Now that we're up here into normal, and let's no. Oh, all-wheel drive is off. Why is all-wheel drive off? Let's go. Okay, and low. Till we hit the road over here. And now. Okay, so forget about the detour. I need to go adjust my my route then. I know the lookout tower is somewhere to our right from over here. Oh, you know what? I might be able to get there just by sort of adventuring. I will say there's a pretty good job of like literal signposts around the world in this game. That there are a number of places you can navigate to just using like diegetic information. I don't know. I know you can say diegetic music when the music comes from inside. I don't know if it makes me want to use diegetic in a lot of places where I'm not actually sure if it's the right word to be using. Hey, cargo management. Okay, so what place is this? The port. What can we get from a port? See, the one thing that is nice is like, hey, this is a metal bridge. And it's telling us, all right, if we can make it to a factory, that's where we can pick up metal. It'll tell you where you need to go from and to. good. We just need to, you know... You know what? We don't even really need a truck. This thing can pull a trailer. I don't know if it can pull one quite that heavy, but it's an option. Okay, we look at. Do we see that? Wow, no, it's still over there. Okay, so we do want to make this left from where we are, and we'll figure this out. Handbrake, all-wheel drive. Let's go. I finished my hot chocolate. I did come here with hot chocolate. Okay. Oh, this road is nasty. And that's the thing about it. At some point, you got all-wheel drive, you got low gear, and that'll get you there just very slowly. So it's just like, we're just... just sort of taking things as they come. I don't think... Can't really be in a rush with a game like this, you know? There's a guy who planned a very clean detour and then forged a river. God, could I play Oregon Trail for a drive stream? Does that count enough? Driving a wagon? Do you drive a wagon? Do you pilot a wagon? Do you... I mean, you ride a horse. You don't pilot a horse. And if a wagon is pulled by a horse, you ride on the... Hey, no, you ride a wagon that is being pulled by a horse. You suggest. You don't necessarily control a horse. You make a lot of suggestions to a horse. You negotiate. You know, like how you negotiate a chicane, but you negotiate with a horse on where you end up going. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. Just get a real good look. Hey, what's up, Blood Wolf? Thank you for joining us tonight. What brings you here? Boredom? Yeah, that's how I got to where I am. Good. It's right up there. You a big fan? Today's basically my first day playing this game. Like SnowRunner or anything in the like spin tire lineage. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you. I'm liking it so far. It's real chill. Yo, they got mods for this game? Whoop. That's not a good tree. That tree's also having trouble. This might be trouble. Oh, but it's only like this section, huh? Oh, I should have gone the long way around, because that looks like a much cleaner path. Like I said, I literally, like started playing this today, largely because it's on Game Pass. Like, I don't really look into games. Like, like I said, I come from, like BeamNG and stuff, and I just like games that are like super like fidgety with you know the gears and the drivetrains and all of that. So like I haven't looked into anything. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll be into this, and here we are. Yeah, we're going. It'll go. I'm just impatient. I like to go fast. I like to flip over. Man. Like, I'm already impressed. Like, I did not expect this to have, like, a dozen open world maps or whatever. So I'm already just like, oh, there's a ton in here for, like, me to explore. I don't even feel like it needs mods, but, like, you wanna tell me I can, like, try and take out a Reliant Robin on like Star Road or something in this game thanks to mods. I'm like, all right, I'm there. Hey, here we go. Were you a fan of the games before this one? Like, again, I'm sort of like aware of them but never got to check them out. Ooh, upgrade location. Okay, hang on. That's a trailer. Scout flatbed, great. Stonefall, Rockfall. Yeah, this would have... not that much easier. There's a bit of a mess right there. Alright. Warehouse, trailer park, factory. This might be the way I want to go anyway. Because then figure this out and then kind of work our way up there. No, I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm like I said, just seeing what's already in here. I'm very happy to play vanilla for a while. Like this game's already giving me what I got. I don't need mods yet. If I ever get bored, then I'll go check out mods. But generally, I don't go looking for mods for something unless like I'm like no longer happy with what's already in the game. Like this is the thing, like this is Saturday Night Drive stream, right? Like usually we play games that are like just about like chill road trip vibes. So honestly, just like being out here in the truck and just trying to like, you know, make our way. This is everything I'm here for. It's everything I wanted. I'm so happy. Actually, what I really want is this game has co-op. I just want to winch two trucks to each other and then see who wins. You know, I play a lot of BeamNG, and I'm glad somebody made a third-party mod that lets you play that multiplayer. I haven't tried it yet because I'm the only person I know who really liked that game enough to get into that. This strikes me weird as a console game. Like, I'm not surprised that it has steering wheel support, although from what I understand it was better in the previous games. But like I don't know, this seems awfully finicky to have a console release. Controller just didn't have enough buttons. I don't know how you play this without a keyboard. I mean, like, I can imagine it, but realistically? I will say, aside from, like, you know, getting my weird, not super mainstream wheel to work. I haven't noticed any like bugs or anything particularly weird. At least anything that doesn't seem like, you know, intended physics interactions. Nah. We're sticking to. I'm doing the exploring tonight. So, if I could get like, you know, 2 or 3 maps clear, just playing by myself for a while, then I'll look into, you know, getting into multiplayer. But by that point, I'll definitely sort of like have my feet under me. I like figuring things out, and jumping in with people who, you know, are already big into the game always feels like I'm getting carried and games lose the fun. That's awesome. You love to see devs continue to work on and support when the game needs it. Yeah, what about this map? Oh, what is this? That's a rock slide. Okay. This came out in November? Wow. But this is Alaska. I figured this was like I saw on the map menu that it was like, here's the 3 and 2 DLC, and this was one of them. Wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Whoop. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Listen, do I look like I know where I am either? I just knew Alaska was guaranteed to have snow, and I wanted to have a nice snowy December stream. Oh boy. You know, you cover any location with enough snow and it looks like any other. Well, maybe unless it's like ocean. Man, actually, I do also just love the idea of like a racing game with grappling hooks. Right? What if a car had Spider-Man web slinging? Somebody was working on that. I remember seeing like an indie dev working on something that was basically that. You were a car and you had a grappling hook, and you would use it to like ahead of you to get speed boosts, or to the side of you to make tighter turns. Oh, 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 that's bad. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh. No, this is fine. This is not fine. I can't use the winch if the engine's stalled. Wait, rolling. Are we rolling enough? Okay, okay. Ah! Bottom side, that way, and zip. Problem solving. It's also funny because, like, in my mind, this game, you know, is sort of in the same genre as like Receiver to me. I don't know if you've ever played that, the game that like has realistically modeled gun interactions, mechanics. I don't even know what to call it, but it's just like, yeah, no, you gotta know, you gotta put individual bullets in the magazine before putting the magazine back in the gun and releasing the slide lock. That's same kind of game. If it's like, no, you got to put it into low gear, and then you got to put it into low gear, and then you can lock your differential in order to get up the mountain. To me, these share, you know, these share a condo in my mind, and I love it. I love fiddling, anything that makes me feel like I'm controlling a mech. Rip Hawkin. Hi, I'm Rip Hawkin, and welcome to the Olympics. I don't know what that's about, but I said it. Okay. I totally forget where we're going. Just sort of off towards the next, watchtower, I think I said it? It's cool. It's just a long, lonely journey. I love it. Now I'm stuck. I hate it. Now I get to use my car grappling hook. I love it again. This game rules. Ooh, upgrade. What are the chances of actually being able to snag that? And what's it gonna be? That one. Oh, that's a river. I can't just go down into the river. What are we looking at over here? Oh god, I'm over here. If I go down there, I might not be able to get back up here. But then I would have an upgrade, and I just get to start to trip over. That's not a bad thing, per se. Well, this is where it bottoms out. Nope, we're fine. Okay. Where's it? Oh, we're good. Oh, we're perfectly good. We're fine. Yep, and just touch it. Just put my butt in there. Got it. Good engine. Not this truck. Okay. Let's go forward. Go back up this hill. Here we go. That's a good tree to get. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, and theoretically this is the road. I can just sort of... Alright, bad tree for that. Give me this one. Here we go. I want to yank this car this way. Yeah. Perfect. It is a physics puzzler. It's like, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking like Ninja Rope or something. The only way you get to move is using grappling hooks in like a zero-G space. I would play that VR game. That game must exist, right? As like a VR game? It does?
Yeah.
I need to play that. Also reminds me I bought House Flipper VR the other night, and I do still need to check that out. Mighty need. get us there? Pretty please. Another thing that feels wrong is I don't have like a frigid wind making my nose cold. Oh, is that a more normal road? Oh, pretty please. No, not really. But what are we looking at? Oh, okay. So if we go like here and here, that'll be something. There we go. Hopefully we won't need low gear for a while. And I'm starting to run low on gas. Having all-wheel drive on this whole time. Say lovey. Lovey. Oh God, is that water over there? Oh God, is this whole thing just flooded? Shallow? Okay, good. I've already got the risers, and I got the intake height thingy. Oh, but it's shallow on mud, which just means it's even softer. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. God, I am going to have to cajole people to get in on a State of Decay stream with me. I love that game. I like driving on those maps. I like stealthing zombies. I like having good long drives with my friends. Oh, we'd have to play like road trip games? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, am I just like... Did I hurt my engine, or is the game chugging now that I'm streaming it and it's just losing my input sometimes? I'm not mad, I'm just... No, not that one. God, I'm almost surprised that this game doesn't have, like... I don't see a temperature gauge anywhere. Okay, and we're gonna go like this way, I guess? We'll get up there eventually. I don't know when. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's all snow. Of course it's all snow. It's Alaska. What did I expect? Okay, here's one thing I have been wondering. Is there a first-person camera in this game? Because I swear I've hit a whole bunch of buttons and check menus and have not been able to find one. Which is weird considering that they let me, like, decorate the interior. And between this game feeling like it is having wheel support and almost begging for, like, track IR support. It does. Is it like a key? Is it like a something weird? Is it in the options? Oh. Tab not doing it for me, sadly. Okay. Alright. New task over here? Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, I hope I don't run out of gas before I make it to the new watchtower. What? What? Whoa, there we go. Oh, God. Oh, I don't like how this feels. I mean, I love it, but oh, God. My anxiety just shot through the roof looking at it from this angle. Oh, I love it. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, wait. Hang on. This way. This way. This way. This way. Oh, we're getting so close. Does that mean 2, 3? No, it's just 1. Okay.
Yeah, just 1, I think, cycles.
Cycles, yep. Alright. Let's try this out for a while. We still get camera, but I'm assuming that dash might actually work. I mean, it's never going to look like it's moving considering what we're dealing with right now, but okay. Like, at this speed, and now with this level of, like, low visibility, it kind of feels like being in, like, what do you call them? Like, one of those, like, little single-person diving subs for like, ocean floor, discovery searching? Exploration. The word's exploration. I did say discovery searching, but can I just no scope? Alright, sure. Okay. Can we? Yeah. Okay. Ooh. I can pick up cement from whatever's over there. Okay, how are we looking? Oh, I can see it. Yeah, we're on the right path. Okay. Just gotta. Stay calm. Just stay in. Keep it going. Steady on. Yeah, it keeps dropping my acceleration. That must be like system stress from trying to stream now too. You know what? This ain't a game about going fast anyway. It's not a big deal. Yep, get that out of my way. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we're here. Oh, we did it. All right. What do we got? What do we got? Sawmill, cool, wood. Yeah, I did just say that. I did just say that like that. Okay. A lost service trailer, another factory. Yes, a second factory. And only one watchtower left. All right, so if I'm going to use this truck, then I'm going to have to get a trailer. but I don't know if this truck would be able to pull the trailer in these conditions. Right, what I really want to do is pick up all this cement. Right, bags on ice, that's what we're looking at. Metal beams is for the bridge. Well, if we're here, and that's there, and we're frozen in here, then who's the sheriff? Like, there's got to be stuff. I have to, like, manually explore out here for secret stuff, right? Gotta be. Right, looking at this, that seems to say that there's nothing up there, and this is in the realm of the circle. Yeah. The wind on the outside of the car, I love it. I love that noise. Alright, let's see if I can do this. We're here. I'm gonna just kind of go downhill. Cut across this. Then up here. And just go see what's over here. Maybe I'll get lucky and there's something cool over there. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll have enough gas to get there, too. Alright. Here's to bad decisions. Let's do it. Whoops. Downhill. Come on, downhill. Come on, downhill, 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 downhill. Downhill means speed. You're a big hill. That means you have big speed. Alright, no problem. Alright, fuel problem. But with any luck, we'll get to pretty reasonable road conditions near that, like, outer loop. That seems like a main road sort of place. It is also games like this that make me consider investing in the, like, the kind of racing wheels that have like 8 shifters. It's like, what if I had just like a big clunky lever over here on the side that I could just have at? Whoop, you're not. Alright, you're mostly attached. Can I do this from in here? No. Yeah, we're getting there. So you can't just get out on the moon and be like, oh, it's all sticky. And this is the exact same thing. Okay. Oh, come on. You got this. Oh, closer. Okay, this is the hard part. Okay. I mean, the smart thing to do would probably be to cross on this side and then go over. There's no trees to winch to over here. But I'm already here. It's fairly shallow. Low rise up onto the other bank. And we've done it. And I think we've done it already. See, no worries. Be happy. Drive happy. Guessing I need to. Oh, that's a tree that I'm hitting. Got it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. We got places to be. Can't you hear me through that hood? I guess not, because there's no air hole. I'm just quoting Space Ghost Coast to Coast again, for those of you playing along at home. You can make it a drinking game. You know, take a shot every time I reference Space Ghost. Come on. Is that losing inputs, or is that it, like, shifting hard? Oh, God. What are we looking at here? Oh, that's all flooded. Yeah, don't go out into it. Okay. Yeah, it makes more sense. Just running over all these trees. Hey, these rocks don't scare me. Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's shallow, but what if I just don't deal with it? Come on. There we go. There we go. Well, I said there we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Make it. There we go. Shift up, and now we go. Wow, I think we're actually going to make it to that little compound. I'll be honest, I didn't think that was going to happen. I shouldn't speak so soon, but you know, excite. Is that Mac? Oh, that's harder. Shift. Yeah, here we go. Oh, made it. I don't know where we made it to, but we made it. Okay. Trailer over there? Yeah. See, here's the thing though, like, I come from the, like, Super Meat Boy school of thought. So, like, if I roll over, I'm just starting to run again. It's fine. I'll get it in one, or I won't get it at all, you know? The winch is here to support the one true run, not to salvage a run that's almost certainly destroyed. I could get medium parts. Oh, I can get cement. Not the cement he wants. I can get medium pipes. No, I cannot get medium pipes. Hey, if I say cement, I say... Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I do not have a crane. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, you can see all your wheels. Did I get... Oh, no, I still have a watchtower to get over here. Wow, we've gotten a lot, though. So currently we're up here. Oh, there's an upgrade over there. No, we're not up here. That's... What kind of a car is that? Wait, where is that? Here's a garage. There's a thing. Alright, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the garage. And, right, that's the metal bridge that we couldn't get to. I think we're going to go back to the garage. And maybe we're going to try to make this trip with a trailer. No, there's a trailer here. What kind of trailer is that? That's... Okay. Alright, we're going to go up here. Get the upgrade. Get this truck. And get that mini trailer. Yeah! I don't think it's flawed logic. I think it's a bad plan. I don't think it's flawed. Part of the logic is it's a bad plan, you know? That's for me that's sort of the fun of it. It's the risk reward. It's just like, oh no, yeah, if I give myself I'm not here to make like consistent safe deliveries. I'm here to have fun. And oftentimes that is through making a mess by learning this game earlier and just looking like I immediately got a trailer stuck in the mud. I could not pull it out with like any of the trucks that I had. And then I was like, oh, well, it says remove cargo. Does that mean it'll take it off and then I can get the unloaded trailer out and put the cargo back on? And like, no, it just turned that cargo into dust. And I was just like, I almost started cursing. I was just like, you need to be a little clearer in your verbiage, game, about what a button I'm about to press is going to do. But yes, the thing that I said. Here, let's recover. Let's go home. I don't have a bigger... I do have a bigger engine. Oh, I have a free bigger engine. Well, we're putting that in. I have a SnowRunner, which is gonna better off-road, 3 low gear. We're in the snow. I'll give it a shot. Raise suspension. I got the 38 AS2s. Winch. Yeah, I could get the autonomous, but no. Diff lock, not unlocked. Snorkel I got. And then I got some stuff. But I don't... I mean, are these... The ones that I have... I mean, they're the I don't have any mud tires unlocked. That's the issue. I only have the all-terrain unlocked. It's still better than the highway. Oh, God. Compared to the highway? Like I said, I've been playing this game for like maybe 4 hours. I don't got nothing in this game yet. I like it, though. I like the struggle. Makes it feel real. Makes every piece feel earned. No, don't listen to me. Don't be like me. Alright. You know what? I know I said what we were going to do, but also I just saw this trail on the map and I want to take it. See, it looks like there's something over here, but for now we'll take the like easier path. We'll just see what's over here. And then we can take this way and continue from there. Okay. Let's go back to out here for a while. did I change? Oh, I changed the engine. Oh, and the transmission. Oh yeah, here we go. Got some they're not called mulligans, they're not called mudkips, they're not called mud skippers. Wait, are they called mulligans? No. I don't know, I was never a dirt bike racer. I never had the balance for it. Oh, I could do a driving stream that was Road to Hell Retribution. Don't believe the tone of my voice. I am mildly excited about this. You know when you get like excited and upset at the same time? Okay. A bourrée, yes, thank you. It's a very bourrée moment. You know, it's like when you were looking forward to getting like a strawberry juice drink, and so you pick the red one, and then you find out that it wasn't the red flavor that you thought it was, and you have a strawberry beret, a raspberry beret. Damn it, I couldn't even get the joke out. Find your drink at a secondhand store. Oh boy. That's not great. That's not great. Okay. But to tree will spin me and line me up. Yes. There's something over there. Don't I already know what that is? No, I don't. Okay, well, there's something buried. Oh, that's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. Forget all my other plans. That's an upgrade. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. We can do this. If I... Low plus. If I go plus ultra over here... Minus. Just go the slowest but surest. Wow, yeah, okay. Please give me whatever this is. Raised. Good. Raised for what? For one specific truck. Okay. Can I just go backwards? Yeah, alright. I can go backwards quite well, actually. Can I get one of these to go backwards with? Let's continue on. All right, good. Good. It's a highway truck. Okay. See, like, that's the part that makes me think these games aren't necessarily for me, because I'm not the kind of, like, truck minutia lover who knows, you know, models of truck by the model name. I just know, like, okay, here's the 2-axle, here's the 3-axle, here's the pickup, here's the, you know, here's the whatever. The idea that like, you know, all these trucks are so modular. Like I right now, I could not tell you the difference between a highway truck and a heavy truck and a heavy duty truck, which just from looking at the menus I see are like 3 different genres, classes of trucks here. I'm assuming highway has different gearing because it's meant for like long haul and a little more to do with speed than with like torque. That's my best guess. Sure. Highways are pretty common. At least around here. Okay. Tow trucks. All right. Like maybe a roll off or something. I can get that. Oh, this is nasty. No, that's not that nasty. It's pretty nasty, but heavy trucks are lumber haulers. Okay. Like the kind of truck you would see pulling like a whole house. Right, the pickups, which I guess they call scout in here, because like you're not really gonna do work, but you are gonna like go explore. Whoa, hey, I got a follow. Hey, thank you for the follow. Glad you're gonna be hanging out. Are you like, do you know this because you're like in the trucking industry, or are you just like a fan of trucking? Is that a weird thing to suggest? I don't mean it to be. I just never put those words together.
People get into trucks.
That's true. People get into trucks. I kind of love that you can miss gears. Like on the one hand, it's frustrating. On the other hand, I love it. Have you asked? So I have considered being a trucker in the past, but I am now disqualified from it because I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. I almost said sleep autism. Didn't get diagnosed with that, but like, yeah, I just like naturally do not sleep well that it is safe to let me drive something that huge. But why not? Hey, once you're working, right? Get your permit and then get your A. No, 16. Oh, okay, depends on where you are. Listen, I had already had problems with like 3 different classes of cars by the time I was 16. Cali? Alright, I don't know too much about Cali, but... Oh, Cali. So, alright, so it's still early for you. You're like 7 o'clock? 7:30? Okay. Let's go here. Here we go. It's funny though, because like I'm in New York, and then I know like a bunch of other people on the East Coast that I've had to like work out time with, and you know, no problem there. And then I know a couple of people in the UK for some reason, and it's just like, all right, now we need to do calculus. You take the cosine of Eastern, and that's not calculus. That's trigonometry. Trig, like triangles. Why do I remember all of that stuff? God, I gotta remember, I'm supposed to be doing a stream with them tomorrow. At least I think we're streaming and not just playing a game for fun. I should ask before I go to bed. I had 5 hours. They're asleep. I should ask after they wake up. See, this is the problems I'm talking about that I have.
Such a message. They can read it and make it up.
Yeah, that's true. Asymmetric communication is one of the greatest developments of our age. IMO. Who's Greenwich and why is he so mean? That's my joke. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, are we going? God, yeah, like no fuel efficiency on this. Good, go. Where are we on this journey? Oh, good. Yes, no, that's good. That's great. We are pretty much there. So even if I run out of gas, I'm actually... I think I'll be able to make it to the lot and see what's here without running out of gas. But I might go back to the normal gearbox if the fuel efficiency is really that much less. Well, I also have been in super low this whole time, so there's a lot of things that go into it. Oh, is that pavement? Oh. Wolf grip. All right. We made it. So a service bay. No, cargo management. What does that mean? Drilling, spare parts. That's it. That's what we can get here. That's... I mean, that's something. I don't... It didn't show up, so I don't think that's a real trailer, though. God, I would love to actually go to Alaska one day. Oh, what is this one, though? Support trailer. Okay, this is good because this would let me carry metal beams. How can I handle even pulling it empty? Let's find out. A 1, a 2, a 3. Oh, can I not connect it to this truck? Well, if we're winched, we can kind of make it happen. Well, you're coming with me anyway. See how far down this road I can get it. Because getting this home, we're not going back over the mountain, I can tell you that much. Oh, we might not be able to even go this way. Okay. Let's go to low. Okay, we're moving. We're moving with the trailer. I'm shocked. Truck, not a scout trailer. Yeah, but I'm taking it anyway. I'm adopting it. It has low plus and low minus, but so far, like it helps, but it doesn't necessarily have like. Well, that's the thing. Like you know, I'm only this far away from the garage, and I'm, like at a quarter tank of gas, so I'm not getting that far anyway. I was doing pretty well with just, the single low gear. So until I get to a point where, like, I need to do, like, really specific rough trails, I think I could get away with the other gearbox. Like I'm sure at some point this will be the winner, but I think I'm just not at that point yet. Like, it's kind of overkill for where I'm currently at. The mud is impossible. I mean, I made it, so far around the map so far. When I'm here and I'm dragging stuff, I could believe it, but is there like a fuel upgrade for this truck, maybe? Now I need it. Ooh. Oh, come on. I don't even know where I'm pulling this to. I'm just pulling it for the sake of saying I brought the truck trailer with the Scout. Oh. Oh, this is taking me to a mud pit? Really? Oh, this you're talking about, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that's heck of. Alright, so I'm not really getting anywhere with this anyway, but I have explored it. That's progress. Oh, can I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Could be worse. There we go. Now we're cruising. Worse in the game, huh? All right. Well, now I'm just excited to meet it. You must meet the mud. Hello, mud. Well, that one says detour. Oh, that's real sideways. How about I take the detour? Oh, I'm gonna run out of gas before I get anywhere useful anyway. Okay, well, you know what? This will be a good place to turn around when I eventually come back here to do that. So I'm going to leave the trailer here, I'll recover the truck, and now let's go after the thing I originally said to go after, which is just go all the way down this road, across the bridge, and get this upgrade. Figure this out. I think that's what I'm over there to get. I do love collecting all the cars for what that's worth. Just like, I want a fleet. I don't necessarily care if I make a lot of money, but I do want to, like, collect a fleet. Pokemon are basically cars, right? No, if Pokemon were cars, they'd be Digimon. I've seen cartoons at least once. Whoa, okay, hello. Oh yeah, now this is a drive. Here we go. Nice, relaxed, sliding off the road kind of drive. Paved road. Pretty straight. Oh boy. It's fine. It's fine, actually. Snowbank. There we go. Okay, fine. Oh, wow. Oh, right. All-wheel drive. That's the problem. Yeah, that was the problem. Okay. Just straight up forgetting the tools I have available to me. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Can I knock that over? Yes. Oh. Did I hit this? No, so I must have hit that. Come on. Well, I've done something. What'd I do? I didn't knock it over. I just got caught on it. Oh, that's what happened. Cool. I thought it gave way. No, it had a spine. Okay. And wow, it remembers my tire tracks from last time I came through. That's cool. Come on, come on. I got it. Yep. Straight through. Come on, come on. That's it. That's the ticket. Oh, didn't even have all-wheel drive on. Or does it turn off when I go into, like, low-high? Or when I hit the wrong button? It also goes off when I hit the wrong button, to be fair. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, all-wheel drive off, staying in auto. That's, we're doing decent on the mileage now. Ah ha 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 ha. Power slide. Handbrake's on. Oh, that's all ice, and I love it. Right, and now we got to deal with this, which we already dealt with before when we went up to the tower. Yeah, we went this way. Yeah, okay, the tower's there. I guess it's just not showing it to us anymore because we handled it. You, and then we'll see about that. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Keep it moving. No problem. No problem. Little tiny problem? No. No problem. In reality, all problems are imaginary. Not true. Don't let anybody tell you that. going. There we go. Doing good, doing fine. This has been like the easiest trail we followed yet. I say as we get to the point where it's gonna go more off-road and we're gonna like fall in a lake, right? Right? Come on. Gentle, gentle. Like I'll admit I'm like still trying to decide whether I'm gonna stick with this game after the stream. And I'm still undecided. Because as much as I love a lot about what this game is doing, it is all kind of miserable. Just dealing with miserable mud the whole time. And that's not necessarily fun for me, so this just might not be my thing. But on the other hand, the idea of like, oh, but I could fix that bridge, and that would reduce the misery. And oh, I could do, you know, I could clean up that rock slide, and then we'd have this road, and that would make it so that I could actually get this other thing done. And it's like, oh, and like, I can already feel that sort of like earning that progression of like quality of life. I can feel that already working its way into the back of my head, being going like, oh, this is going to feel like you're making such progress. Yeah, I don't know. It is a big checklist of things you have to drive to, and I do love that. I do love that. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Stupid tiny tree. Okay. I'm gonna do it this way. Side to tree. Guess it'll pull us this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's a handbrake on. Big crunchies. Okay. Okay. Right back into this mud that is... Oh no, it's moving. Don't talk bad about it. It's moving. Up that way is the upgrade, is the thing. I think it's more important to get the new vehicle than to get the upgrade. Yeah, it's over there. It's over there. Okay, I can get to that. I can get to that going this way, honestly. Nope, not that one. I'll release this one ahead of me. Nope. ahead of me. Yes. Getting mostly out of the water. I should be able to just go. Go. Oh, buddy boy. Oh, Danny boy. The pipes are calling. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Set your truck to medium low and then simmer for 15 minutes. Oh! Oh. Got it. Got it. And this is... That's a truck. Okay. Good. But now that I've marked it, it's on my list, and I'll be able to just sort of magic scoop it, which means I want to get over this way. I think I want to go, like, this way is going to be my way to get there. I want to cut through the trees. I mean, no, but yes. Do I want to cut through the trees? Yes. Should I want to cut through the trees? No. Here we go, cutting through the trees. Okay. And clean. Mud. You know what I love about mud? It's clean. It's dirty. All at the same time. Which is a reference to the Super Mario Brothers movie, so take another shot if you're playing along at home. Oh, right, you're 16. Alright, don't play along. Well, play along but don't use alcohol. Let's start there. Actually, you know what? That's my suggestion to everybody. Play along but don't use alcohol. Okay. Now I am quite stuck. But the upgrade is right there, so I'm not giving up yet. I can pull from the far side to the tree. Just winch directly through the body of the car. But did you enjoy the drinks? That's always my question. Whoa. I mean, so, okay, I think that's another state-by-state thing where, like, if you're, like, served by your own parent or guardian, then underage drinking isn't illegal? See, the only one that
like in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
Have to do whatever.
There are situations where it's... we are not recommending an illegal thing. But yeah, I've just, like, yeah, like all of my favorite drinks, like alcoholic drinks, have been things that are like cocktails with a lot of non-alcoholic things in them. And then I always turn around and realize, like, oh, the part that I like's not the alcohol. It's like, I like a rum and Coke because half of it is Coke. And I'm like a sugar fiend. So, like, at some point, yeah, you could just have Coke. Oh, come on. We're so close. Right. Connect the back to the tree. And it'll yank us forwards into the upgrade. Yes. Engageable all-wheel drive. Or the Caterpillar. Ooh, interesting. So that being said, recover this. Look at the map. Go to the Royal. We can just go to it because we discovered it. Also recover this. Now we can take a look. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's each their own. I've just, you know. The thing is, it's just like from my experience of like drinking and hanging around other people who are drinking, like the best part about drinking is like who you're drinking with and like the sort of like the fun you have during, but like it's I've always kind of looked at it being like, yeah, but you can get that without the like, you know, the turpentine aftertaste. So I don't know. I also have a terrible sense of taste, and there are people who, you know, get really into like the flavor of different alcohols and you know, like wine tasting kind of stuff, and I'm just like, that stuff just doesn't land for me. So it's like, but you know, it's fine. Everything in moderation, right? All right, what is this thing? What do we have for it? It has an engine. Could give it a bigger engine. Oh, okay, give it a bigger engine. Wait, it comes with a... No, that's a fuel efficient one. Okay, so switch from the fuel efficiency to the... I could go down to the stock one, but... Gearbox, I only have the balance. Suspension, I only have stock. Tires, I only have highway. Winch, only have stock. Wheel, don't got. Snorkel, you know what, I'm not worried about that yet. Frame add-ons. Right now I can only get a saddle. Nope, I could get a seismic vibrator module. I don't think I should, but I could. This, though, oh, does this thing not have... Is this a highway truck? No, this is an off-road truck. Okay, because I see that this doesn't have the diff lock, and it also doesn't have all-wheel drive. And it could have the sideboard bed, but I would go broke if I got it. I could get the flatbed. It's a little cheaper. Right. But I could spend all my money on one of these. Or I could go and try to bring that trailer the rest of the way now that I have something heavier that is designed to pull it. But if it doesn't have the diff lock and it doesn't have all-wheel drive... Oh no, all-wheel drive is switchable. Okay, so maybe actually we're fine. But I don't need to spend money on those right now because I can pull a trailer without a proper bed on it. We should paint it though. What do we got here? Front bumper. I do like a bully bar. All the horns. Rims. What rims do we like on this? I don't like the look of those. Color. Seems right to me. I think that matches the truck. Curtains. Oh my god, curtains. Curtains. Yes. Stickers. Dog on the inside. And cat on the outside. Now, again, it matches the truck. Windshield stickers. Mud up or shut up. I'm going to assume that does say big and dirty, but I don't speak Russian. I don't read Cyrillic. Ooh, Twin Dragons. Sure, why not? And then these cost money, so no thank you. Only free things. I don't have the mud tires for it. I only have the highway tires, so this is going to be miserable no matter what. This is going to be miserable no matter what. Oh. Actually, no, that is a good point, though. The easiest way to get back inside is actually going to be to just recover it. What does it take to get at least all-terrain? Rank 6. I'm only at rank 3. Jeez. Chain. It doesn't have chain tires either. It's got off-road tires. That's level 8. That's even later. Oh, wow. I've been streaming for 2 hours already? Boy. Ooh, also... Oh, to get the bigger tires, I need to raise it. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So yeah, I'll get better tires as soon as I get to that rank, but... I mean, you know, the game did say, like, hey... probably do more in the Michigan area before... doing Alaska. But I didn't listen. I just came to Alaska because I wanted to deal with the snow. Where is it? So we're gonna go. Alright. We're gonna try to take on this mud pit. And if we can make it, we'll try and pick up that trailer. Because if we can make it, if we can get this truck to have that trailer, then I can carry the metal bars without spending any money, which is good because I basically don't have any money. Great. I should turn my lights on. There we go. Ah, touched. I didn't expect this thing to slide out. You know what? And it does have all-wheel drive, so I'm actually feeling pretty, not super confident, but it's not going to be as bad as if I was trying this with something that only had rear-wheel drive. That would be basically impossible. Also, I think this is the first sort of non-scout truck I've found that has all-wheel drive. I'll be honest, when the stream is over, if I do keep playing this game, I'm probably going to just take this back to Michigan with me and do all the Michigan stuff that I can. I need like a good like podcast or video series to crawl through as I play this game. Oh, okay. Okay, we're going. Okay, engage all-wheel drive. Oh, yeah, look at that. Alright, here's the dreaded mud pit. And just dead stop. Alright, low gear. Oh, God. See, and I thought the worst mud I had seen so far was the drowned farm in Michigan. Yeah, this just came to a stop. Wow. Okay, so... cannot just tackle this head on. What do we got here on the map? So there is like a sideways over here. Might be better, might be worse. It's hard to tell. Let's see if I can get us any purchase. Okay. Again. Drag from the butt. Now we're talking. Truck is like a dog, dragging his butt across the carpet. but using a winch. I've never seen a dog use a winch. If I had, believe me, I would tell you. That'd be an exciting day. What am I even on about? Yeah, we're not moving again, are we? Wow. Okay, wait. Okay, hang on. I think I had hit a rock. What's the problem? Yeah, this is going to be absolutely miserable with these tires. See, like, so far the thing that I've been getting from this is I feel like most, like, of the, like, odd jobs on the maps that I've seen are ones that basically are like, hey, you should already have, like, a decent amount of, like, equipment and loadout and upgrades in order for this to not be, like, some hard mode challenge. But when every task is like that, then I really can't get the money or level up to get those to then be able to do those challenges, you know what I mean? Yes. Come on. Whoops, wrong key. Okay. Yeah, that's... Like, I feel like if I went along that tree ledge, then there's at least a bunch of trees. But none of this seems particularly traversal friendly, you know? Am I just going right back into the hole I was in before? Oh, what, like over there? Oh, can I reach that yet? Oh, I hit something. Oh, I've made things worse. Good news, I've made it worse. Ugh. Here? What can I reach? I can reach that. Good. I'm gonna flip my ding-dang truck over, aren't I? Okay. I also wish this was lifted. I wish I had the better tires. There are a lot of things I wish right now. Okay, wait. Okay, hang on. You know what? This is also just reminding me that I never finished Death Stranding. Because my initial thought is like, oh, okay, we got some winch points. We can get through this. But really, what would really make this easy if we just built a zip line across the top and just never had to deal with the ground. There. Here. Oh, come on, buddy. We can get through this. Come on. We're in the middle of it now. Oh, we're doing so good. Come on, buddy. Let's keep it going. It sounds like I'm talking to my stepson or something. I don't know. You've heard my son the vampire, but are you ready for my stepson, the semi-truck? Come on, what are we stuck on? Hey! Ooh, can I just get over this now? Maybe? straight up. Just, I'm gonna go. You're gonna pull. And we're gonna... Okay. I'm breaking every tree on my way through this section. It wants to go. Oh, it wants to go. This side. What do we got? You. Oh, here we go. Uh-huh. Can't reach those trees yet. Oh, but I could... Well... Yeah, I could do this. Which will help me pull a little further. Oh, oh. Oh, that's almost under our own power. Now? Yes. Oh, oh. Oh, finally. All right, traversed it. That could have gone way better if we had the right, you know, equipment for it. But all things considered, I'm impressed that we made it. Honestly, I'm not going to spit that gift horse in the mouth. Not how that saying goes. Oh, yeah. We got this double dragon cabin. Oh, that's a lot of lights on the dash. It seems like something's gone wrong. Ooh. Okay, okay. Like, okay, so we found this truck here, right? And it had the highway tires, it had this whole stock thing. Like, yeah, what if I don't take the detour? What if I make that mistake? I'm excited to make that mistake. But, like, who would bring this truck up here clearly not kitted out for this kind of terrain, right? Like, was that somebody else's mistake? Is that, like, okay, for gameplay purposes, I understand, like, whoops, not that way. For gameplay purposes, I understand, like, oh no, you got something new, and now you need to work on building it up and teching up, you know? Like, yeah, okay. But who bought a truck that was so wrong for these conditions and that they had to abandon it here, and it can become mine just from me getting close enough to lay hands on it? Oh no, I found an upgrade. Well, I saw an upgrade. It's down there. Just let me get out and walk to it, please. That guy in here must have snow boots, right? Whoa, that's pretty sideways. Okay, that actually wasn't too bad. And here is our trailer that we came all the way out here to get. God, the sun's coming up. Okay. Reverse. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Attached trailer. Ka-chunk. Perfect. You work for me now. Let's get out of here. It's just a little slippy slidey. It's just a little double dare, it's all. It's still good, it's still good. We're like Mark Summers in a Winter Wonderland. Double Dare Alaska. Anyway. Oh, okay. No, we're going. Good. Okay. Oh, come on, you can do it. No, we're still fine. We're still fine. Oh, wow, we're already to the other side of the detour. You know, even if on this, like, run, all I do is get this trailer up to the far end of that mud pit, I'll consider that a really good progress. Technically, I might have enough gas that I'd be able to get all the way back, but... one goal at a time, you know? There. Yes. Just Cause was a good game where you could do shenanigans with grappling hooks and cars. Come on. No, I want that one. Ah, not in range. Okay. Okay, no. No, but the very... No, this makes perfect sense. And there. And we're going. Okay. Yeah, no. We're good. We're getting there. Does not want to go, but it's going. That grapple dunk demo was really good, where you have a grappling hook and you're trying to do intense swings to dunk a basketball in a hoop. That was fun. That was goofy. Real good grappling. That's very key. Whoops. I love when you just pull on a tree and just... tree goes away. It's comedy is what that is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. So here I am, doing everything I can, holding on to what I have, pretending I'm a Superman, trying to keep a crowd on my fears. Seems the world's falling down around me. The nights are long, singing a song, trying to make the answers more than maybe. And I'm so confused about what to do. Sometimes I wanna throw it all away. No, actually the higher gear is doing better here. Alright. I mean, the winch is the MVP of this journey right now, so... gears be damned, I guess is what I'm saying. Trying to sleep. Whoops. Lost count of sheep. Mind is racing faster every minute. Could I do more? Yeah, I'm really not sure. I know I'm running circles, but I can't quit. And I'm so confused about what to do. Sometimes I wanna throw it all away. Oh, don't be stuck here. Oh, come on, please. Oh, I'm destroying every tree. Oh, gear's not helping. I'm destroying every tree. Okay. Let's make a better pick. If I do like that, right? I destroy another tree. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. No. Oh. Come on, reach the telephone pole. Yes. Ooh, is that trying to tell me I'm running out of gas? Oh yeah, I'm halfway down on gas. Okay. Hey, now I can actually see the bog we have to pull ourselves through. This time with the trailer. You know what? We'll make it work. Or we'll get like a quarter of the way and get stuck. It's all good. It's all good. What if it's not good, though? There we go. That's a nice long grab. Hey, Let's... There we go. Oh no, water level. Didn't have that problem on the way over. The wheels aren't helping at all. It's just the pulley. Just the winch doing the work. Over. 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 Oh, because I'm hitting these now, right? Yeah. Just break them and then you're good to go. Right. Oh, boy. Oh, I better be in. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's bad. That's bad. Not over. I destroyed so many on my way over that now I'm ruined. If I... Am I going to regret this? Let's find out. Detached trailer. Can I pull myself forward a little bit? Nope. Get these back wheels on ground a little bit. It's not what I did, apparently. Okay, wait. I can do this. Oh, I just moved the entire rock. Okay, well. This truck may be scuttled now. But yeah, not even a quarter of the way in. Well, okay, the truck cabs may be a quarter of the way in. What if we just get all the way out of here? Whoa, okay. Okay. Still up on this rock. Okay. Okay, but now that I'm here, handbrake on, release the winch. New winching. Grab the trailer. Pull the trailer to me. Pull the... Pull the trailer to me. Pull the trailer to... Release the winch. Let's get ourselves in a better position to pull. Now here. Trailer. Right? Right. Did I grab the tree? I did. Okay, well. Live and learn. Give me you. Give me you. That's the trailer. Okay. If I can go forward and pull and just get this whole stupid ordeal out of the bog, I'll try going around. Oh, come on, you stupid truck. Okay. Going well? No, but going. Oh yeah, come on. Just skip the mud. It's about where it goes. Attach. And now, whoa, nope, we need forwards. So now I can go back to using the winch. Forward momentum. Kind of. See, now if I could winch from the trailer to a tree, that would be weird. Okay, we're going though. Again, is it a good plan? No, but it seems to be working. I'll take a working bad plan over a failing good plan any day. Is that true? Is that a true thing about me? No, it might be. Those sound an awful lot like me. Can I just grab that? No. Can I? Oh, you can grab from the trailer. Oh. Okay, now we're talking then. Yeah. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. Over there. I'm just going to pull that tree down. Yep. Okay. Yeah, let's keep this train rolling. It's not a train, it's a truck. I do know the difference, believe it or not. Yeah, what if you just didn't deal with the mud? What about that, huh? Never met an obstacle I didn't enjoy finding an obtuse way around. There we go. That's a good latch. Oh, come on, fam. Let's get to the road. We're so close. Shift up? Is that... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're on the near side. If I have to recover to get a full tank of gas, I can just come and pick this up and we're good to go. Oh, I can definitely use this to go pick up that cement. No, I can't. I need some sort of winch. Winch? Lifter. Crane. That's the word. Oh, sweet tarmac. Low range. It's moving. It's messy as anything, but it's moving. Oh, touch the road, touch the road, touch the road, touch the road. Auto. Oh, we don't need all-wheel drive. Here we go. No, I cannot believe it. We did it, folks. Ah, power slide, power slide, power slide, power slide. I think I'm just going to bring this back to the garage and call it. Because, yeesh, that was an amount of work. Oh, I could pick something up from here. What was I able to pick up here? No, I'm taking this trailer back to the garage, and I'm gonna call it, because this was actually a significant amount of work and surprisingly a significant amount of progress. And I'm pretty from what I've seen so far, that's what this game is all about. It's struggling for a long time to earn some money, so that way you can buy the correct tires, so that next time it won't be so much of a struggle. Yeah, I'm definitely going to play some more of this game. I don't know if it'll be on stream or not, but I'm having a good time with this. The elation at getting this back onto the road was just unbelievable. Top notch. This is my garage, right? Yeah. Map Runner? What's Map Runner? Oh, is that the site you were talking about? I mean, I could, but honestly, I'm here for the struggle. I I keep saying this is miserable, but I am enjoying it. That's the thing to remember. Like the Atom Family, I'm here looking to be threatened with a good time. Something like that. Okay. And to the garage. First attach the trailer. Then go to the garage. And there you go. Oh, the parts that are actually useful. Yeah, that makes sense. Making sure that I'm not, like, wasting on my money on something. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably get to a point of doing that. When I actually, like, get some of the jobs under my belt and I have money to spend, maybe I'll check it out there and make sure I'm spending it well. But yeah, I made it back to the garage, picked up a trailer. Let me bring it back over here. Folks, thank you for hanging out with me tonight. This is SnowRunner. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna play at least some more of it once the stream is done. Thank you all for hanging out and keeping me company. I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you're watching live, come back Wednesday. There will be a Doomwad travelogue. It's probably going to be the Christmas episode. I think. Or is that next week? You know what? Check on Twitter. There's a link below the player to the Twitter with the schedule.
Yeah, it's 1 week to Christmas.
It's 1 week to Christmas. Okay, so yeah, Wednesday will be Christmas Doomwad. Then next Saturday, off for Christmas. Taking off the Wednesday in between that for the holiday break, and then the following Friday, New Year's Eve, there's going to be a Jackbox stream. So if you like Jackbox, you want to hang out, you want to come play, come by for that. Should be a good time. And if you're watching this on the archive, I hope this is exactly what you were looking for in a nearly 2.5 hour video of a guy getting stuck in the snow. But yeah, that's going to do it for me tonight. Again, thank you for hanging out. And until next time, take care of one another. I'll see you later.